That's it. This is my new Instagram profile picture.
Hey guys, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman, and I'm here on track today with professional race car driver, superstar DJ, and entrepreneur, Daniel Morad. What's up, buddy?
Anything else? I think I do photos now too, video.
Photos, videos, apparel. So okay, you're driving at Mosport in a couple weeks.
Yep.
How's the team gonna do?
I think, well, considering it's our home track, technically, even though Allegro Motorsports is a US-based team, they have done the Porsche GT3 Cup Series since the inaugural year. So they've been, supporting Canadian motorsports for so long, and this is our home track together. This is my home track, that's for sure, and I look forward to this every year. Last year we won it.
Nice.
This year I want to do it again.
I was gonna say, no excuses, man. So okay, are you ready for the 90-second fan challenge?
I'm a bit nervous, but I'm ready.
All right, because I have a really good list here. So let's hit the racetrack and we'll count it down.
All right, ready for the whiplash?
Ready for the whiplash.
I just want to say, I love my helmet right now. It really frames my face well, and yours as well, okay? So let's do this.
Your first question. How old were you when you started racing?
I was 8 years old.
Okay, as your career evolved, when did you decide to focus on sports car racing?
When I stopped racing single-seaters in 2011, my career kind of like fizzled out because of a lack of funding. And I spent 4 years on the sideline actually doing a lot of coaching here at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. And I said, I just need to restart my career, and the best way to do it would be sports car racing. So I called Allegro Motorsports up, cold called them. They gave me a test here, and I impressed them enough to get a full racing season in GT3 Cup Canada.
Nice.
So that was the start of my career, and I thought it's very sustainable. Sports car racing is healthy, manufacturer support and all that. So now I'm very happy.
Good for you, and it's well deserved. I've known Daniel since he was, probably 8 years old, grew up on my dad's go kart track and racing team. I've known Daniel since he was like this big, and now he's like this big.
No,
and
I was a fatty. I was a little pudgeball, but I was a cute pudgeball, I guess. At least you chased me around. You tried kissing me on the cheek all the time. I was really shy. I would not let that happen. But
for the record, and Jessica's gonna be watching this, I was the first girl to kiss Daniel Morad. And wait for it.
It's a fact.
You don't know this, but I spoke to your mother, who's amazing, and she gave me this picture. You're gonna be so embarrassed. Okay,
no.
So after you won the Daytona 24-hour, how did you celebrate?
I drove a lot. I drove over 10 hours in the race. So we went to dinner. We had a really nice dinner with the team at a beautiful steakhouse in Daytona. And then I had to drive Michael De Casado, my teammate, back to Tampa because he had school the next day. So I spent the rest of my night on the road driving from Daytona to Tampa. Almost fell asleep like multiple times. Jess was singing to me on the road. My head was out the window. It was hilarious. We stopped in the end to take a 45-minute nap and then made the rest of the trip. So that was a celebration. Yay, so glamorous.
Yay, driving instead of private jets like he's used to now. Okay, is there room for up-and-coming racers, or is the market saturated?
I mean, it's difficult. Even for me, I have to hustle every year to keep a ride, and it's so performance-based, and also it's money-driven to a certain extent. Cars don't go around the tracks themselves, so it's difficult. You always have to find an angle or be successful. So perform, and luckily the past few years have been really successful for me. Winning the 2016 GT3 Cup in Canada, North American Championship for the Porsche Series, Daytona 24, winning in World Challenge and IMSA. So I've really been trying to focus on being successful, but also bringing partners together and working angles. That's very important.
Yeah, he hustles, man, and that's what motorsports is. Nothing is given.
There's no handouts.
Yeah, no handouts.
You gotta be, you have to work on the complete package, right?
Yeah.
I'm still working on it.
Exactly, well said. What is your favorite part of a race weekend, besides the racing?
I would say I love first of all, I love seeing my team. They're like my family away from home. Especially, with Allegro Motorsports, I've been with them for so long that I've kind of grown up with them in a way, for my recent motorsport career since 2015. So 4 years together. It's been really nice, but also socializing. I like the social aspect of the track. it's like I said, it's your family away from home. Your friends are there. It's a really cool place. And also I love when the fans get involved. That's what's great about sports car racing. It's so accessible for the fans. They can get close to the car, and I like spending time at the back of the trailer and just seeing people come by, and I think they appreciate it too. But it always brings a smile to my face when I see like that you make a difference for someone in someone's life.
Yeah, well said, Dan. How do you stay fit between races?
I play soccer 4 to 6 times a week when I'm home. On some days it's twice, right? So I play during the day, and then at night as well I play games. So yeah, I love soccer. It's something that I decide between when I was younger. At 16 I was playing in the Ontario Youth Soccer League, which is like the top level for Canadian youth soccer, and yeah, I just had to stop because I was missing too many games. Racing, I was better at racing, I think. Yeah. I liked it more. Yeah.
I don't know, you're kind of good at both, but yes, racing definitely, again, grew up on my go-kart team.
Yeah, that's why, I think you were influential.
Thank you.
I wanted to be like you.
Thank you. I know, man. Like
you were an awesome racer chick. You were okay. I told Jess this. Jess, my girlfriend, Jess. You guys don't know.
The boss.
She's the boss. She asked, she's like, how's Juliana as a racer? I'm like, she's the best female racer of all time, like legit.
Thank you.
Yeah, too bad. I mean, it's just it's very political.
Yeah, and it's funny, but you know what? Super happy. I'm still get to.
Yeah, it doesn't change who you are. You're still awesome, and you're the fastest girl I know. So, I mean, you kick all the guys' butts. So it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man in this sport. Like you proved it that you could be fast and successful.
And now I'm your co-pilot.
I know. Are you nauseous yet?
I'm honestly doing okay. I don't know how, but he's a very good driver. That's why smooth.
My seat heaters, they're on. Just relax and chill. It's just the opposite. My butt's on fire, but I'm pretty chill.
We totally failed the 90-second challenge.
Yeah, we've done like 3 laps now. It's okay. It's entertaining. Whatever. We're gonna call this the 840-second challenge. How you doing?
Which driver would you like to go one-on-one against in a race car or go-kart, and why?
I would say, so I grew up racing against Rob Wickens, Robbie, we call him. And I mean, recently he had a bad accident, which it's terrible. It's really bad. I feel terrible for him because I know he's itching to get back in the car, and I hope he does. And he's on the way, on the road to recovery. And when he does recover fully, I would like to challenge him head to head. That would be cool. Bring it back to the old days when we were racing shifter carts around Goodwood, Mosport.
Yeah. Well said. I recently saw him at the opening round of St. Petersburg for IndyCar, and he looks amazing, and he's working even harder than he ever did, and it's only a matter of time of when he will be back.
Yeah, I think the same. No matter what, whether it's fully recovered or not, like I know that he's the most driven person. Look, we were teammates in Europe in GP3, and competitors, were rivals but also friends, so it's an interesting dynamic. But I mean, I'm always happy for him whenever he's doing well, and I hope he fully recovers and gets back into racing. He deserves it. I mean, he's one of the best.
Get well, Robbie. You're kick-ass. Okay, and last 2 questions. What is your favorite racetrack?
Favorite racetrack? You take CTMP for granted because, I mean, for me, I race here all the time, or I'm at least lapping here all the time, like we're doing today. So, I mean, I'm not even paying attention. This is subconscious. I'm just driving around, hitting my marks. I mean, it's probably one of the best tracks in the world. But if I was to pick another track other than here, the Nürburgring Nordschleife is just crazy. I did that last year. I did my VLN permit. So I did 2 races at the VLN series. Like, it's the long track championship, so the Nordschleife circuit. It's nuts. I mean, words can't describe it. It's guardrail right on the edge of the circuit, and you're flying. You're going up and down the side of a mountain. It's crazy. 25 kilometers long.
Wow. How long did it take for you to learn that?
I played a lot of I was on iRacing, doing a lot of simulation, preparing myself, but nothing prepares you for the real thing. When you have your ears pop 4 times in the lap from the different elevation change, and going downhill and up into compression corners where the blood's rushing out of your brain, and you have to hold your breath, it's kind of different. So nothing prepares you for that.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, last fan question. What piece of advice would you give an up-and-coming racer?
Focus on commercial partnerships, focus on branding, focus on yourself, marketing yourself well, because I mean, it's very difficult to get your foot in the door. You have to be the complete package, like I said earlier, and you have to bring some sort of commercial angle to it. No one's going to give you a handout. They're not going to let you drive for free, at least at the beginning. So I get asked that all the time. How do I get into it? And I would say that's my number one piece of advice would be just focus on commercial side. Put people together, make it make business sense, and then deliver when you get the opportunity.
Well said. Always by Daniel Morad. Daniel, how do my fans find you?
You can find me on social media. You can find me at the racetrack, but at Daniel Morad's my handle. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So I'm really active on it. I answer everybody's questions. So and my DMs, I check them all the time.
And he loves to talk.
Yeah, in case you didn't know.
Okay, and make sure you pick up one of his amazing Moradness hats that Jessica, his better half, actually designed, because they're all amazing, and she's actually a fashion designer on the side. Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you to Six Gear. Check them out at sixgear.ca. If you're ever looking for a track day, those guys are the best. I know them personally. And don't forget to subscribe to Automotive Woman and hit the notification bell so you know when to watch the next episode. Thanks, guys.
Killed it.
Killed it.